The book of Nahum is a minor prophetical book of the Old Testament in the Bible. It is the seventh of the 12 books known collectively as the 12 minor prophets. The book is named after its author, the prophet Nahum, whose name means comfort. The book is believed to have been written between 663 to 612 BC during the reign of King Manasseh of Judah. The book of Nahum begins with a powerful description of the wrath of God against the city of Nineveh, the capital of the Assyrian Empire. The Assyrians were well known for their cruelty and conquests and had been a constant threat to the people of Israel. However, in the year 612 BC, the Assyrian Empire was on the verge of collapse due to the combined forces of the Babylonians and Medes. The book of Nahum is a message of hope to the people of Judah, who were suffering under the oppression of the Assyrians. The book is divided into 3 chapters, with each chapter focusing on a different aspect of God's message. In the first chapter, Nahum describes the fury and power of God, who is about to bring judgment on Nineveh for its sins. He speaks of the Lord's jealousy and wrath towards his enemies, as well as his love and mercy towards his people. The imagery used by the prophet in this chapter is vivid and dramatic, showing the devastating destruction that God will bring upon the Assyrians. In the second chapter, Nahum paints a picture of the downfall of Nineveh. He describes in detail the military strategies that the Babylonians and Medes would use to defeat the Assyrians. This chapter is a testament to God's sovereignty and his power to use even the enemies of his people to fulfill his purposes. Nahum also assures the people of Judah that their suffering under the Assyrians will soon come to an end, and their oppressors will be destroyed. The final chapter of the book of Nahum is a hymn of thanksgiving and rejoicing. The prophet praises God for his justice and mercy and the certainty of his judgment. He speaks of the destruction of Nineveh and the end of the Assyrian Empire, and how God will break the yoke of oppression from the necks of his people. Nahum proclaims that God is the true King of Kings and that he will protect and strengthen those who put their trust in him. One of the main themes of the book of Nahum is the judgment of God. The Assyrians had become arrogant and had begun to believe that their empire was invincible. However, Nahum reminds them that their power and success were ultimately in the hands of God. He warns them that their cruelty and violence have not gone unnoticed by God, and that they will receive just punishment for their sins. Another important message in the book is the faithfulness and love of God towards his people. Despite everything they had been through under the Assyrian rule, God had not abandoned the people of Judah. He was their protector and avenger, and Nahum encourages them to trust in him and find comfort in the promise of his deliverance. The book of Nahum also serves to reassure the people of Judah that God is in control, even in the darkest of times. It shows them that their enemies may seem powerful and invincible, but ultimately they are at the mercy of God's will. This message is a source of hope and strength for the people of Israel as they were facing persecution and oppression. The book of Nahum is also a reminder of the consequences of sin and the importance of repentance. The Assyrians had committed terrible sins, and Nahum makes it clear that their destruction is a result of those sins. This serves as a warning to the people of Judah to turn away from their own sins and seek forgiveness and redemption from God. In conclusion, the book of Nahum is a powerful message of God's judgment, justice, and mercy. It is a reminder of his sovereignty and the comfort that his people can find in his protection and love. The book also emphasizes the importance of trusting in God, even in the darkest of times. It serves as a timeless reminder that God is always in control and will ultimately bring justice to the world.